Thinking about life, power move. I be up at night, smoking, getting high. Low G, no Zaza. I be up at night, talking to the guy loud. I be up at night.
Label, CEO, any managers, anybody that's out there that's dealing with, you know, other people when it comes to just work, period. Like, it's always going to be some conflicts and confrontations and, you know, not seeing eye to eye and things of that nature, and that's understandable and that's cool. The confrontation, that's good because you open up for growth as long as you're not physically doing nothing to nobody or saying some shit that you can't come back from. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, all that's human. Like, but when you got people that's conniving and that's going intentionally, you know, a lot of artists, a lot of labels going through this shit today, like giving niggas I don't give out advances. Like, you ain't getting no advance until that second go around. Like, you gotta be around for a minute before you get advance from me. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, niggas take the advance and run off. Like, running off on the plug. Like, that's the era we come from. Like, that's the generation that we in right now. Niggas running off with everything and thinking that shit, that's how you supposed to do it. No, that ain't how you supposed to do it, man. You don't run off on a motherfucker you don't run off on your producer. You don't run off on your beat maker. You don't run off on the nigga that's putting you in a position to bring your dream alive and help you do what the fuck you want to do. So, like, that's been like a lot of the roadblock with a lot of the artists that you were just speaking of. Like, you know, yeah, when I first started, I started on the accountability of Skino Tarantino. Like, you know, that was like my little brother. You know what I'm saying? So just on the strength of him wanting to do the music, and I really want to put him in a position to win. You know, like, shit, I started the label on the behalf of him. Like, and you know, I put the nigga in through competitions, got him in mode to be, in mode to be seen by A&Rs and all type of shit. And shit, like, these niggas, man, they be, as soon as motherfuckers see them in a winning position, niggas will get in their ear, or niggas will just be on some conniving shit already and be like, and think they look at what you doing as, oh damn, that shit look easy. They don't know all the research, they don't know what you done did, they don't know the money that you done paid or none of that shit to get them where they at. So they looking at, once they get to in a certain position or get a little bit of game or something, they like, oh, this shit easy, I can do this. And then want to try to run off. You know what I'm saying? So shit, or do shit to the point where a nigga don't even want them around. Because I'm the type of person, like, shit, once I see you do some conniving that shit, I don't even want you around me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, like, niggas like him, like, shit, niggas just did conniving that shit. And I let niggas go. You know what I'm saying? Move niggas around me. Like, and everything always beneficial, because at the end of the day, every artist I bring in, either you gon' follow the blueprint all the way up to the T till you get to where you're supposed to be at, or you gonna do just enough and open up another door for another artist that's gonna come in. Cause you ain't doing nothing for nothing, like no reason. Like, anybody, I'm making sure that it's set up to where whatever artist do something, like, it's gonna benefit either you or it's gonna benefit the next person that's coming behind you. That's just how that shit gonna go. So at the end of the day, like, all the artists that I run through, even like BLR, I don't even like really saying the nigga's name, but niggas know, like, shit, even with him, like, I run this nigga Dream True. Like, run this nigga Dream True, bro. This nigga, the whole time was on the conniving shit. Kind of find out the nigga was trying to release his music on different platforms, but I'll be like doing all types of just conniving shit. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, shit, I just have to remove niggas from around me, man, and take niggas' platforms. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit, even with my little brother, like, MJ, like, niggas been waiting for this nigga music so long. Like, personally, like, motherfucking city, like, plenty niggas. And he was like, on account of him, too. Like, starting a label and shit, bro. Like, but at the end of the day, like, niggas, they don't begin it. They be so much, they go back to what we was talking about influence. They be so influenced by so much other shit to where they be missing out on the shit that they supposed to really be influenced by. And
John.